So I was on the call with my parents earlier today, and they were wishing me all the best. They were like, "You are going to do great. Even if you fuck up, it's going to be amazing, right?" And my uncle heard this, and he goes, "Wait, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing a stand-up comedy show in Central London, and we have sold out the show." He's like, "Oh, that's amazing! Please wish all of the audience all the best from my side." So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So, to tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Pranav, and I'm a theoretical physicist. And I love it, you know. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when I was an engineer back in India. And unlike here, I don't get a round of applause. I get. Okay. So, but I really loved physics back then. So I was like, how do I get in, right? I was asking everyone. I was asking my professors, a lot of people, and they're like, I got a lot of good advice, but the one advice that came the most was fake it before you make it, right? And it makes sense, you know, even in the performing arts, they tell you that you have to become the character before you get the character. That was good advice, But it meant a very different thing for me 1 year later when I moved here to London, you know. So I was here in London and I was going on some tube, and the moment I enter the tube, some person goes, "This is Sparta!" I'm like, okay, that's cool, nice, good for you, man. And I am in the tube, and then I see everyone in their underpants. I'm like, so, okay, they're finally getting around to making a new movie of the 300 franchise, you know? I was like, this is good. But apparently later I find out that it's no trousers on the tube day, you know? It's just crazier than the movie itself. So I'm like, okay, that's good, like whatever you are into, no judgment here. But I took the advice, you know, and I started off with, okay, it's time to go off with the deranged scientist look, you know. I got it, Albert Einstein, yes. And my friends go, you got the deranged part, right? Scientists will think of it. But I got other good advice too, you know. They're like, start early, apply to colleges all over the world, don't limit yourself to India. I was like, okay, that's good advice, let me start applying. I applied to a couple of colleges, and I got into a few at some point, a couple in London, Dublin, good. But I was waiting to hear from two more, King's College and the University of Edinburgh, and I was very excited. One fine day, I got a mail in my inbox saying, there's an update on your application from King's College. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I logged in to see, and I got in, right? It was a... Yes. Okay, so I got in, and I was very happy, so I ran to the other room to tell my family. Everyone's there, right? So I was like, guys, guess what? I got into King's College, and everyone, my mom, dad, sister, grandparents, uncles, aunties, 18 cousins, my maid Lakshmi, my vegetable vendor Salman, neighbors, everyone, just to name a few by the way, everyone was like, this is amazing, congratulations, you worked hard for this, you deserve this, thank God this happened. And I was like, okay, let me get this straight. You are saying, I worked hard for this, you say, I deserve this, but let's thank God. But that's fine, right? Because it's important to stay humble. You know, and God helps us stay humble. So I'm like, let's go, let's thank God. And like you already figured out, there's one more university I have to hear back from. And spoiler alert, I didn't get in. Right? No, it's good. I'm here in London in front of you guys, so I'm living the life. I did not get in, but the day I found out, I was like, okay, I didn't get in, but that's fine, let me go tell my family. And I go to them, I'm like, guys, I didn't get into the University of Edinburgh. They're like, wait, what? You did not get in. Every day you are roaming out and talking with friends and watching TV only. How will you get in? No focus in this boy at all, I tell you. And they're like, what and? Go study. I'm like, you're not blaming God for this? It's all on me. It's all on me. And they go, colleges you're not getting in, but you can talk back nicely. Very yeah, it's fun, but it's really fun being a physicist. But there are some downsides to the job, right? For example, I enjoy movies in a very different way than you guys enjoy, right? My analytical brain always keeps going off. For example, how many of you here have seen the Dune films? Yeah. I particularly love the second one because there's a lot going on. But there's this one amazing scene in the second movie, right? Where the hero of the story so far, Paul Mortimer Atreides, he is riding a sand worm. And my brain goes, wait, there's something wrong with this because the worm has no legs. And it's not slithering its way through life. It's moving in a straight fashion, right? There's something wrong. How is it moving, right? And there's one hint that I found. When it opens its mouth, there's a lot of sand that goes in. So let me paint you a picture, guys. We have the hero, Timothy Chalamet, right? Spitting image, yeah. he's riding the sad bomb, and we have amazing background score from Hans Zimmer going, and we are all getting goosebumps. It's amazing. The worm, on the other hand, is just going, get off! Right? That's all the worm's doing. So it's trying to fart its way through life, and people are just moving it around. But there's one other way this can pan out, right? It does not have to be farting. It could be pooping. Maybe. Yeah? But there are two problems with it. If it's, first of all, you wouldn't want to poop every time you wanted to move. Right? It goes literally against everything that we want to do. And second of all, I could have just, like, for farting, it was easy. I could go, imagine if I had to go pooping, right? Don't get too excited now. This is not that kind of a show. Cool, that's my time, guys. Thank you.